Hi there, YouTubers. So I was at a coin show this weekend, and I found this 1833 American Colonization Society token. So on the front, you can see it says Liberia, as a nude man holding a palm tree, and he's waving to a ship off in the distance. 1833. And on the back, you can see it says American Colonization Society, founded AD 1816, 1 cent. So yeah, I saw this at the show, and A, I thought it was pretty cool, and then B, I thought this would make for a great video. So I have a feeling that this channel might bankrupt me in the end, but just for your pleasure, I went ahead and picked this up. So I didn't find out much about this token. I know that they were minted by the John Gibbs Company in Belleville, New Jersey, just like a lot of other Hard Times tokens would be. This is actually made by the same company who made the Am I Not a Woman and a Sister token. You can see that they're pretty much the same size, and they would be the same size as a US large cent. Roughly. So I don't know if these were made to be cents in Liberia, or if they were made to circulate in the United States to raise awareness of the American Colonization Society. So of course, if you're unfamiliar with the history, the American Colonization Society was founded to take former slaves and send them back to Africa, where there would be this new colony, and they named it Liberia after a while. So that started in 1816, and it was a pretty popular movement. A lot of the founding fathers were part of it: Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, Henry Clay was the president of the society for quite a while. Bushrod Washington, who's the nephew of George Washington, was one of the founding members. So it was quite a popular movement, though some people thought it was like a, like even abolitionists didn't really like this movement. They thought that you were taking the freed African Americans and sending them back to Africa, so that would only leave slaves again in the actual United States. But however you felt about it, by the end of the century, and by the 1890s, there had been about 13,000 former slaves recolonized to Liberia, and Great Britain also started their own colony called Sierra Leone. So it was a popular movement. Now, there were a lot of issues with it. Number one, it was really expensive to send people back. The society would often purchase the freedom of slaves, and then they would ship them across the ocean. And then, of course, in Liberia, you had to pay for land and such. And then once they got there, the people that already lived there didn't really like all these newcomers, and then Great Britain and France would take over parts of their colony. So that's the story of this token as I know it. Like I said, I don't know if these were meant to circulate in the United States or if they were meant to circulate in Liberia. You'll see them from time to time on eBay. I probably really overspent on this one, but like I said, I thought it was just fascinating, and it was in my hand at the time. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe.